पिछले दिनों देखा गया कि आसियान के मंच से पाकिस्तान ने भारत के खिलाफ एक मोर्चा खोलने की कोशिश की। अ, कई तरह की ऐसी टिप्पणियाँ आई जो ज़ाहिर तौर पे भारत के लिए नाकाबिले हैं और उस पर एमईए ने रिएक्ट भी किया। लेकिन एक शब्द का इस्तेमाल उसमें ख़ास तौर पे देखा गया, फितना अल हिंदुस्तान का। तो इस शब्द के इस्तेमाल पर आप क्या कहेंगे? साथ ही सिंधु नदी जल संधि समझौता जो है उस पर भी पाकिस्तान ने बहुत कुछ बोला। उस पर एक फॉर्मल रिएक्शन आपका चाहेंगे। और दूसरा, अभी जो ऑनगोइंग प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है दिल्ली में, उस प्रोटेस्ट को लेकर कई चीज़ें निकल कर सामने आ रही हैं कि इसमें फॉरेन फंडिंग है, फॉरेन हाथ है, पाकिस्तान का हाथ है, कई चीज़ें स्प्रेड हो रही हैं। तो क्या एमईए भी इन चीज़ों को देख रहा है, उस पर कुछ रिएक्ट करेंगे?
Siddhant?
Hi, sir. Siddhant from Vion. The Indian External Affairs Minister and the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi held conversation on the sidelines of Manila. The Chinese readout stated that the Indian side, when it comes to sovereignty issue, assured the Chinese, particularly when it comes to Taiwan, when it comes to Tibet. Uh, there is, of course, no mention of it in the Indian readout. But is it true that will you concur with the Chinese readout?
Okay. Robin?
Sir, Pakistan media reports have stated that release of excess water in Chenab by India has caused floods in Pakistan. Any comments on it?
Ansha?
Good evening, sir. Sir, Forward Seamen's Union of India has flagged information regarding vessel Disha getting attacked near the Strait of Hormuz while en route to the Persian Gulf. Reportedly, it has a crew of 30 with 29 Indian nationals, one Sri Lankan national. Could the MEA please confirm this information and share more details regarding evacuation and safety of these seafarers if indeed it's true?
When did this incident happen?
They put it out roughly an hour ago.
Okay. Rishabh?
The same organization has also put out an information about a drone attack on a vessel by Ukrainian forces that has left one Indian seafarer dead. This is a day after 4 Indian seamen were killed in Russian attack off coast of Odessa. FSCI says that there is a drone attack that has left one Indian dead by Ukraine. And so also another question. Bangladesh has deputed two press officers to India, and there have been many controversial posts from the and anti-India posts for that matter on social media by them in past. If there can be any reaction on that.
Okay. मधु, आपका सवाल पहले मैं आपने कहा कि आसियान के मंच से बहुत सारी बातें कही गई। उसके बाद आपने देखा होगा कि हम लोगों ने अपना स्पष्टीकरण और बयान जारी किया गया, जिसमें जो मुद्दे वहाँ पर उसको उठाया गया उसको हमने खंडन किया है, और साथ ही साथ जो अपने फितना अल हिंदुस्तान की बात कही उस पर भी हम लोगों ने अपनी विज्ञप्ति में अपना पक्ष रखा है कि इस प्रकार से पाकिस्तान एक धार्मिक ढांचा हर चीज़ को पहनाकर अपनी प्रोपेगेंडा को आगे ले जाना चाहता है। और जहां तक इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी की बात है, सिंधु जल संधि की समझौते की बात है, इस पर हमारा पक्ष साफ है और हम लोगों ने समय समय पर आपको याद भी दिलाया है कि भारत का ये कहना है, ये मानना है कि ये सिंधु जल संधि तब तक स्थगित रहेगा, अबेंस में रहेगा, जब तक पाकिस्तान सीमा पार आतंकवाद को अपना समर्थन देना बंद नहीं करेगा। Sorry. On the ASEAN forum was utilized by Pakistan to make certain remarks. On that, we have made categorical rejections of the issues raised through our press release. You would have seen our statement. On Indus water treaties, our statement और our position remains unchanged and very clear. Indus Waters Treaty is or remains in abeyance until Pakistan irrevocably and credibly abjures its support for cross-border terrorism. He also, मधु आपने कहा, बात आपने उठाई कि फॉरेन फंडिंग वगैरह की बात जो आपने कही, जो प्रदर्शन चल रहा है, तो मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि मेरे पास इस मसले पर किसी प्रकार का कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन आपसे साझा करने के लिए नहीं है. Siddhant, your question regarding sovereignty issue, let me say that yes, External Affairs Minister said that when it comes to sovereignty issues, it is actually India that should be and is raising them. India does not violate China's sovereignty in any manner and has been consistent, but China is in illegal occupation of Indian territories in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh since 1963, where India's right is officially acknowledged even by China. Also, there are Chinese projects on territories in Jammu and Kashmir that belong to India, and we object to that. एक मिनट. Robin, your question is on Pakistan. So let me say that we have seen Pakistani media reports that are making allegations that India is deliberately causing flooding in Pakistan, and such allegations, I must say, are baseless and contrary to the facts. The recent increase in flows in the Chenab River is a direct consequence of intense monsoon rainfall over Jammu and the adjoining catchment areas during the last 3 days, which is between 20 and 23rd July. Significantly, Pakistan's own flood forecasting division, which is based in Lahore, in its flood advisory, which was issued on 22nd July. Let me also give you a time. It was issued at 17:18 hours local time. It attributed the high flood levels in the Chenab River to heavy rainfall over the upper catchment area and stated that high flows at Marala were expected to persist before gradually receding as rainfall over the catchment decreased. The rise in river flows is therefore a natural hydrological response to heavy rainfall and not the result of any deliberate action by India. Attempts to portray a weather-driven flood event as an upstream intervention are factually incorrect, technically untenable, and contradicted by Pakistan's own official flood advisories. As regards allegations relating to flood warnings, the river flows during this period did not reach extraordinary discharge levels, requiring the issuance of special flood warnings. The observed flows were consistent with prevailing monsoon conditions over the upper catchment, as acknowledged by Pakistan's own flood forecasting authorities. Any suggestion that India deliberately withheld flood-related information is therefore without any factual basis. Nevertheless, like last year, as I had informed you earlier as well, India will continue to share high flood data with Pakistan on humanitarian grounds through diplomatic channels as and when a situation arises. इसको मैं आपको हिंदी में, अखिलेश जी, आपके लिए मैं हिंदी में बता देता हूँ. पाकिस्तान मीडिया का यह आरोप कि भारत जानबूझकर पानी छोड़कर बाढ़ की स्थिति उत्पन्न कर रहा है, यह पूरी तरह से गलत है, निराधार है. 20 से 23 जुलाई के बीच में चेनाब नदी के बहाव में जो वृद्धि आया है, वह जम्मू और आसपास के इलाके में जो भारी बारिश हुई है उसका नतीजा है. गौर करने वाली बात यह है कि पाकिस्तान के अपने बाढ़ पूर्वानुमान प्रभाग या विभाग जो लाहौर में स्थित है, उसने 22 जुलाई को जारी अपनी बाढ़ चेतावनी में चेनाब नदी में बाढ़ के ऊंचे स्तर का कारण ऊपरी जल क्षेत्र में भारी बारिश को बताया था। इसमें यह भी कहा गया था कि मराला में पानी का तेज बहाव बना रहेगा और बारिश कम होने पर यह धीरे धीरे घटेगा। इसलिए नदी में बहाव में यह वृद्धि भारी मानसून बारिश की एक प्राकृतिक प्रतिक्रिया है, न कि भारत द्वारा जानबूझकर उठाए गए कदम का नतीजा। मानसून की वजह से आई बाढ़ की यह घटना को ऊपरी क्षेत्र से की गई छेड़छाड़ के रूप में पेश करने की कोशिश बिल्कुल गलत है और तकनीकी रूप से आधारहीन है। यह पाकिस्तान की अपनी आधिकारिक बाढ़ चेतावनी के भी खिलाफ है। जहां तक बाढ़ की चेतावनी न देने की आरोप का सवाल है, इस दौरान नदी का बहाव एक ऐसे असाधारण स्तर तक नहीं पहुंचा था जिसके लिए कोई विशेष चेतावनी जारी करने की जरूरत पड़े। पानी का यह बहाव ऊपरी जल क्षेत्रों यानी कि अपर कैचमेंट एरिया में मौजूद मानसून हालात के बिल्कुल अनुरूप था, जिसे पाकिस्तान के अपने बाढ़ पूर्वानुमान अधिकारियों ने भी माना है। इसलिए यह कहना कि भारत ने जानबूझकर बाढ़ से जुड़ी जानकारी छिपाई, यह पूरी तरह निराधार है। इसके बावजूद पिछले साल की तरह जब भी ऐसी स्थिति आएगी, भारत मानवीय आधार पर डिप्लोमेटिक माध्यमों से, चैनल से पाकिस्तान के साथ बाढ़ के आंकड़े साझा करता रहेगा। Kansha, on your question about the latest attack that you said that has happened, I guess it has just happened. So we will have to check with our authorities, the Ministry of Shipping, as also our embassy, and get you more updates on this particular matter. Rishabh, on this drone attack as well, we made a statement. We called in the Russian CDA here and lodged a strong protest when 4 Indian nationals were killed who were on board MV Golden Leo next to the port of Odessa. After that, we continue to follow that particular case, but this one is a new one, and we'll have to get back to you as to what exactly. Uma, sorry. On Bangladesh, yes, we have seen that a new officer has been, we have been informed that a new officer has been posted. And we look forward to working with the High Commission here to take our ties forward. Huma?
Yeah, I'm Huma Siddiqui, Strat News Global. I have 2 questions. One, do you have the latest number of Indians deported from the US? And my second question is, has a new date been set aside for the India-Africa Summit?
Keshav?
Thank you, spokesperson Keshav Padmanabhan from The Print. Just following up on the 4 seafarers that were killed in a Russian strike. I've seen your statements, the summoning, as well as External Affairs Minister meeting with Minister Lavrov in Manila. But the Kremlin spokesperson, Dmitry Peskov, said in a statement that Russia is in touch with its partner in India, but will continue striking ships that they consider carrying military weapons to Ukraine, sort of indicating or characterizing that MV Golden Leo may have been having military equipment and therefore it's a valid ship to strike. Does India agree with this characterization, or does it maintain that this was a civil merchant vessel? And therefore, have they taken this further, this statement from the Kremlin, have you taken it up further with the Russian authorities? And a second question with regards to answer given yesterday in the Rajya Sabha on the detainment or deportation of Indians. In the UAE leads the case with about 7,800 Indians detained or deported in 2025, which is a 9-time increase from 2021. What has led to this sort of startling increase in numbers that about 18,000 Indians have been detained or deported by Emirati authorities in the last 5 years?
Okay. Ayushi?
So this is Ayushi Agarwal from ANI. Our national security advisor was in Riyadh recently. The Saudi readout of NSA's meeting with the foreign minister said that both sides discussed enhancing energy security and protecting maritime corridors. Could you please elaborate on the outcomes of these discussions? And second question, has India invited Bangladesh's Prime Minister Tariq Rahman to attend the BRICS summit in New Delhi? If you could please confirm. Thank you.
Ram.
ब्रह्म प्रकाश दुबे न्यूज से मेरा सवाल है कि अभी कल ही दिल्ली पुलिस की तरफ से एक बयान जारी किया गया जो अभी प्रदर्शन चल रहा है स्टूडेंट्स का, इसमें कि 400 से ज्यादा ऐसे ट्विटर हैंडल पाए गए हैं जो पाकिस्तान से ऑपरेट हो रहे हैं और भारत में हिंसा भड़काने में वहां से प्रोपेगेंडा चलाया जा रहा है, और ये ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के वक्त यही जो है ट्विटर हैंडल से ट्वीट हुए थे। तो इसको लेकर क्या कोई आपके पास भी जानकारी है या या दिल्ली पुलिस की तरफ से जानकारी भेजी गई है, इसको लेकर कुछ डिटेल साझा करना चाहें? दूसरा ये कि कुछ ऐसी खबरें भी आई हैं कि जंतर मंतर पर जो प्रदर्शन चल रहा है दिल्ली में, उसमें दुबई और कई अलग अलग शहरों से देशों से बल्क में ऑर्डर बुक किए गए हैं और यहाँ पर फूड सप्लाई की जा रही है। तो इसको लेकर क्या कोई जानकारी है? क्या ये लीगल रूप से हो रहा है या क्या कुछ है? थैंक यू।
Sanjay.
So, over these last few weeks, there have been helpful meetings at lower levels, division commander and brigade commander level, in Ladakh with the Chinese authorities. Now, there hasn't been a corps commanders meeting, primarily because the corps commander himself had just been appointed. But now it's over 3 weeks. So, is a corps commanders meeting coming up?
Gautam.
Thank you, sir. Gautam Lahiri, the Ambassador of United States of America, the report suggests he will be visiting Dhaka soon. So whether he has informed the EMEA recently has been seen in Manila also with the the meeting, when they're meeting with the Marco Rubio was taking place. Whether he has informed and what would be his objective, is whether EMEA knows about it. Thank you.
Okay, so let me first go over these questions. Huma, first, the number of people. I don't have an exact number here, but I think a month or little more back, you had asked me about those details and I had given you. So I will keep you updated with the numbers that we have on our side. I don't have a date to share on the India-Africa summit. You know the circumstances under which this was postponed. So, but we shall keep you updated. Keshav, on your question regarding what the ship was carrying. So let me tell you that as far as, or as per the information that was made available to us by the Directorate General of Maritime Administration of our country, this particular ship, Golden Leo, which, as you know, there was Guinea-Bissau flagged, and on which we lost 4 of our nationals. It loaded grain as cargo prior to leaving the port of Odessa, and this happened on 19th July. We once again reiterate that commercial shipping and seafarers should not be attacked under any circumstances. And I must add that EM had made this position clear in the East Asia Summit and the ARF meetings that were recently held, and also reiterated our position and our points with Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov in Manila. On the other question on the number of people being deported from UAE, I don't know the exact details as to why it has happened, but I can come back to you. But as you know, that we have a large number of Indian community members who reside in UAE. We also have a large tourist flow between the two countries. So given the size of our diaspora, size of our people-to-people engagement, such numbers are sometimes on the higher side. But I'll get back to you exactly what is the reason for these detention or deportation. Ayushi, your question about National Security Advisor's visit to Riyadh, we keep having these conversations with our partner countries. And it was the National Security Advisor's visit to Riyadh was also in that context to take our regular conversations forward. Some of the issues that you flagged were discussed, and we hope to continue to build our relationship with Saudi Arabia through the dialogue mechanism that we have between the NSAs on both sides. On your question about the Prime Minister of Bangladesh invitation, let me come back to you on that later. ब्रह्म प्रकाश जी, आपका सवाल है कि जो सवाल आपने पूछा कि बहुत सारे सोशल मीडिया के हैंडल्स हैं जो जो ऐसा कहा जा रहा है, जैसा आप बता रहे हैं कि किसी और जगह से वो चल रहे हैं, तो इसके बारे में मेरे पास अभी जानकारी नहीं है, पुख्ता जानकारी कि किस प्रकार का सोशल मीडिया में कौन चीज़ कहाँ से आ रहा है। लेकिन जो हमारे एजेंसीज हैं, जो हमारे इस मुद्दे से जुड़े जो भी हमारे संस्थाएं हैं, उस पर नज़र रखे हुए हैं। फिर आपने बात कही, खाने की बात कही, इस पर भी मेरे पास जानकारी नहीं है कि कौन सा खाना मतलब अमेज़न से या कोई और चैनल से कहाँ से ऑर्डर किया गया, ये मेरे पास नहीं है। लेकिन आप जैसे जानते हैं कि हमारे इन देशों में, बहुत सारे देशों में, दुबई में और संयुक्त अरब अमीरात में हमारे भारत के समुदाय के लोग रहते हैं, तो लेकिन हमारे पास कुछ साझा करने के लिए आपसे विशेष नहीं है इस पे। I mean, I don't have any information to share on this particular matter with you. There are relevant agencies in Government of India who keep track and keep a watch on these issues. On the Ambassador of the United States visit, I don't have, again, I have not seen, we don't have any information on this particular issue. Akhilesh?
Sir, I'm Akhilesh Suman from DD News. I'm asking about the situation in Bab al-Mandab Strait. Are Indian ships also stranded in that area? And can you tell me that what is your reaction on Houthis' declaration that they will block any ships coming from Saudi Arabia?
Okay, Shikha.
So thank you for your time, Shikha from India Abroad. Couple of questions. Number one is that the US has now slapped 10% tariffs on us, which basically puts us at status quo because after the removal of the 122 tariffs. How does India assess it, given that we haven't received the exemption that Bangladesh, Cambodia, Indonesia have received for apparel and textile related imports? Number one. Number two is that our Indian national in Uttar was very badly thrashed by a US national, and their family wants emergency visas, and they've also written to the Ministry of External Affairs for the same. They haven't been able to get the emergency visas for two of the family members to help and support the family in Uttar because the wife of the victim and their two kids are alone there. That, and also there's another woman that happens to be stranded in Oman. She was tricked, she's a tribal woman. She was tricked into entering Oman after an Indian agent promised her that she'll take her to Dubai. Now she wants to come back, and unfortunately, she was also sexually harassed there in Oman, but she cannot afford the money that the embassy wants her to give the employer. So how can we help her through the welfare fund of the MEA to ensure her return? Thank you.
Kalul?
So Kalur from The Hindu. There are several notable figures like Jeremy Corbyn and others who have several international notable figures like Jeremy Corbyn who have expressed concern about the police brutality in Delhi. Do you have a comment on that?
Okay. So first is, Akhilesh, we have made our position very clear that when it comes to the passage of commercial shipping or when it comes to right of navigation, we continue to stress that it's important that right of navigation be allowed through international waterways as per international law. It's important for global shipping. It's important for economic security of the world. It's important for energy security of the global community. So that is how we look at the developments that you talked about in and around Bab el Mandeb. Shikha, your question, first question was about the 301. So let me say that this particular announcement came today morning, India time, in the morning. We have noted the announcement. This is 301 enforcement action, as you know, and initiated after the Supreme Court, the US Supreme Court ruling on the tariff issue, which came, I think, in February. We have made our position clear on this subject. Our talks on the bilateral trade agreement with the US side continues with a view to concluding the BTA at an early date. On your question regarding a very unfortunate and tragic incident, an Indian national was badly injured in Utah. Our consulate has been keeping a close watch on this particular issue. We've also extended whatever help we could, and we are in touch with his family, with him and his friends. We've also seen the circumstances in which this particular violent act was committed, and we condemn that act. And we hope that the local authorities will investigate the matter and bring the culprit to justice, as also will ensure safety and security for our nationals in the United States and in Utah in particular. On the request of visa, etc., I'm sure our people are looking into it, and we'll try to do whatever best we can so that the welfare and well-being of our national who's been badly injured and he's receiving medical treatment, that is guaranteed. On the Oman issue, we have a large community in Oman, as also in several of our Gulf countries. Now, we have consular issues. As and when we have these consular issues and conflicts, etc., the consulate or the embassy, as the case may be, we take up those issues very seriously, because for us, the welfare of our community is of prime importance, and our mission will continue to extend all possible assistance in this particular matter. Kalol, to your question about the protests which have happened in Delhi, yes, the protests have happened over the last 3-4 days that you've seen. There are people who have had to say on those matters, and that is where I leave it. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to a close of this press briefing. Thank you.